All right. Look at what we got here. This guy's actually on time this week. That's fucking crazy. Yo, let's do I think this is good. This guy's actually on time this week. Wow. I'm not really having um troubleshooting issues this week. What's up? Whoever you are in here. Hello. Thank you for coming. Man, we're gonna continually work on getting this better and better every week. Not in the studio this week. I will be there next week though. Had to figure out some things, and I'm gonna keep upgrading to make sure this is better. But this is another song breakdown with your boy Emanuel Brown, E Brown, as you see here with this OG hoodie as we have here. But yeah, let's get right into it. So this week we're doing the song Contagious. So I'm just gonna play it from the top, and then we're just gonna go from there. Let's go. Hey,
Yesterday
appreciate
feels
you,
like
man.
yesterday. Say you love me, girl, and that would never change. Things we say, situations. Crazy how so simple turns and complicated. I'm just praying that we make it. Let me know what you want.
Can you hear that
Let's
music
fight
alright?
on and
Sure you
off.
can.
Then we make up on the phone. All this basic ass shit. Never really thought just to let you go. Crazy how you make me go. Feeling like I'm in control. Then your hands start touching me. Heart rate suddenly increase. All because the touching tease really puts my mind at ease. Give me more, give me less. One thing that I do attest. You're one thing that I won't regret. Floor tree, I'm saying yes. Damn, girl, I swear you're so gracious.
Yeah, Warren, so I
About you,
usually
man, is so damn
let the song
contagious.
play,
Ooh, you drive me
go back
crazy,
to it,
but I
break
need
down
you,
each
lady.
section,
If it wasn't for
and then
you,
you
man,
learn the
I know
song.
I would be slaving. Oh my, oh my, oh my, you know you got it. Good guy, you know that I can't live without you. She said, take my hand, hold me close. Just you and I against the world, so don't let go. Amazing how we started at a distance. You still my girl, but now you acting different. You say you love me, you at the crib when I put in work. Me and you, it's like deja vu when I record, try to spit a verse. Your moms love me, your pops too. Late nights when I'm on the road, driving up that interstate. You made me better, gave me escapes from transporting that heavy weight. So God bless you, you my world. Took me out to a different place where I did mature. Things good, going great. Then I hear you stepping out. What the fuck is that about? Sleepless nights all in my house, like. Trust is the key, girl, you gave me that. Now you changed the locks, got me out of way. Damn, girl, I swear you're so gracious.
Have you heard this song?
Everything about you, man, is so damn contagious. Ooh, you drive me crazy, but I need you, lady. If it wasn't for you, man, I know I would be slaving. Oh my, oh my, oh my, you know you got it. Good guy, you know that I can't live without you. She said, take my hand.
It's a three-verse song. 3 verses.
Just you and I against the world, so don't let go. Who's this nigga all up on your phone?
On your phone.
You and me, what the fuck is going on?
Come on.
You say we good, but you got him right by your side. Y'all about to go meet up later. Pause thing, then you decide. To tell me that it's time to handle business. Saying all the cycles, how you missed them.
We're here now.
Now you out here acting so pretentious. Claiming that a son is now business. I need a black, pick up the phone, tell EB like, hey, bruh, got some shit that's going on. I'ma join the club, fuck the game, raise a family, got a boy, come in here some months. Every girl, that's the name of my son, like.
Wow, that song is literally 3 minutes and 39 seconds. That's super long. Anyways, so that is Contagious, a song I made in like probably 2017. I probably made that in 2017. And I want to say, if I remember correctly, because that's so long ago now, I that was supposed to be like my third and final single before I put out the News album, which came out in September of 2018, but it's labeled on streaming services uh because I did an error. It's like 2019, but it came out in 2018. So Contagious is a story that it's not even really about me. It is a story about somebody I used to be super tight with, and how he was in a relationship that wasn't really like working. Like he tried to make it work, she tried to make it work, it wasn't working. They came together, had a kid, and then like, you know, tragically other things happen. But yeah, so that's how it's going. And I write it from the perspective like it is about me, but in the third verse, if you listen closely, you realize it isn't about me. So let's go through and break this thing down, man. So yeah, we got the sample here. This is a Luther Vandross sample, so eventually when this song blows up, I'm gonna get sued a lot of money for using this sample. But yeah, here we go.
Yesterday feels like yesterday. Yeah. Say you love me, girl, and that would never change. Things we say, situations. Crazy how so simple turns it complicated.
Okay, wait a second. See, even that right there, like things we say, situations, crazy how so simple turns it complicated. And it's funny because like knowing them both, right? They their relationship from the outside looking in looked so simple, but it was more complicated once you got to know them because they lived about 2 hours apart from each other. They would come and drive, see each other every day. You would think that everything is great, but realistically, there was a lot of insecurities between the both of them. One, with the guy not being sure if he wanted to trust his girl in being, just strictly with him, and then her trusting him and strictly being with her. So it's very interesting how that works out and how that plays out. So let's keep moving.
I'm just praying that we make it. Let me know what you want. Press a fight on and off. Then we make up on the phone. All this basic ass shit. Never really thought just to let you go. Crazy how you make me go. Feeling like I'm in control.
Ooh, let's keep going.
Then your hands start touching me. Heart rate suddenly increase. All because of touching teeth really puts my mind at ease. Give me more, give me less. One thing that I do attest. You're one thing that I won't regret. Floor tree, I'm saying yes.
Ooh, that's so hard, boy. That's hard. Yeah, so like it's crazy because crazy how so simple turns to complicated. I'm just thinking that we make it. Let me know what you want. Fuss and fight on the phone. Then we make up on the phone. All this basic ass shit. Crazy how I really tried to let you go. Like it's like I really like, and from this perspective, is like he thought he had it under control. Like he could leave. He didn't need her. You know what I'm saying? Like he could be better off on himself, on his own. She could be better off on her own. But realistically, it's like he had all these thoughts when it came to the intimacy part of them being together, like all those things went out the window. Like all those, surefire, like, thoughts he had that nah, I don't need this, like went out the window the moment they got together and were like in the same space. And he could say no, but once he got to her, that's when the moment he couldn't say no anymore. And I think that's where the lines say, all these things I do confess, Floetry, I'm saying yes. Floetry is a group, an R&B group or a neo soul group. They have a song called Say Yes, and they're basically talking about in that song how all the things that other person does for them, they submit to it and they say yes no matter what. You should check out the song. It's a dope song, by the way, when you get a chance. But yeah, let's keep it moving. Let's get into the hook of the joint. The hook, baby.
Damn girl, I swear you're so gracious. Everything about you, man, is so damn contagious. Ooh, you drive me crazy, but I need you, lady. If it wasn't for you, man, I know I would be slaving. Oh my, oh my, oh my, you know you got it. Good guy, you know that I can't live without you.
See, now that's just crazy because, like, I feel like a lot of people are in this space in their mind when they're in a relationship, especially one that is toxic and they're unsure how it works. Like, they can't be without that other person. And I think that's what I really wanted to represent in this hook. Damn girl, it feels so gracious. Everything about you, man, is so damn contagious. Ooh, you drive me crazy, but I need you, lady. If it wasn't for you, man, I know I would be slaving. And it's just like that mindset of being like, without you, I wouldn't be anything. But is that really necessarily true? You know, it's like sort of like a conversational piece that you can have with yourself and like I'm giving, you know, in perspective, right? Because he could have been good without her, right? But he wasn't at the same time because he felt like he needed her to be successful, to be the best version of himself, you know, to go after his dreams. So I think it's very interesting. And then yeah, let's play the last part of the hook.
She said, take my hand, hold me close. Just you and I against the world, so don't let go.
All right, so take my hand, hold me close, just you and I against the world, so don't let go. And it's like, again, throughout this story, if you like really like listen critically, which I know a lot of people do with music, like this story is taking you from like the high rise, like where everything is great, and then each verse it does this. It just keeps going further and further down because, and that's why I think the hook is such a powerful statement, especially at the end where it says, "So take my hand, hold me close, just you and I against the world, so don't let go," because that's not necessarily how this ends up, how this story ends. You know, on the song and in real life. And we'll get to that. But let's keep it moving. The second verse.
Amazing how we started at a distance. You still my girl, but now you acting different. You say you love me, you at the crib when I put in work. Me and you, it's like deja vu when I record, try to spit a verse.
So, God, man, this is just like, this is bringing back memories for me. So, you know, like I said, everything was good in the beginning, but then as time goes on, you start to realize, like, yo, like, it's amazing how we started at a distance. You still my girl, but now you acting different. You say you love me. You're at my house when I put in work, right? Meaning he was an artist too. You know, I think he still is. You know, he's a rapper, singer, right? So she would always be there when we recorded music, when he recorded music, day in, day out. You know, and it was beautiful to see, right? To see that amount of support. You know, me and you was like deja vu when I record trying to spit a verse, right? And it's like, man, like that's crazy if you really think about the continuity or how that can work out. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back. Let's keep playing the second verse.
Your moms let me get pops too. Late nights when I'm on the road, driving up that interstate, you made me better. Gave escapes from transporting that heavy weight. So God bless you, you my world.
So for legality issues here, we're not going to say too much about that, but like when I put in work, me and you was like deja vu. When I record, trying to spit a verse, your moms love me, your pops too. Late nights when I'm on the road, driving up that interstate, you made me better. You gave escapes from transporting that heavy weight. So let's say back in the day, there was a time and a place where homies would like do a lot of things they're not supposed to be doing to make ends meet because that was the only way they knew how to make money back in the day. You know, myself included. Off of technology, we can have that conversation because people get ricos now for talking about certain things. Not to say that I was in some illicit activity like that, or if I wasn't, you know, but just something to think about, you know, and from transporting that heavy weight. So God bless you, you my world. Like it's like, damn, like you really helped me get out of these sticky situations and realize that music is something that can be more powerful for me. So I think that's what I was really trying to convey in this verse and throughout their story as well. So let's keep it moving. What up, everybody coming in? Drop your name or something in the chat so I know who the hell you are, please.
Took me out to a different place where I did mature. Things good, going great. Then I hear you stepping out. What the fuck is that about? Sleepless nights all in my house, like trust is the key, girl. You gave me that. Now you changed the locks, got me out of way.
That's sort of fire. That's sort of fire. That's sort of fire. Trust, girl, you gave me that. Now you changed the locks, got me out of whack. So like I said, throughout this story, even in the songwriting process, from the first verse now to the second verse, we have seen a major shift in like a loving, wholesome, like relationship to now like we're on rocky waters. Like I'm thinking things are good. I'm making changes for you. I think you're making changes for me to be better. And then boom, it's like, well, who is this? Like I hear you're doing these things that are saying otherwise, that you don't want to be with me. You know, I gave you my heart, gave you the keys to my heart. Now you locked it and threw it away, type of deal. And then we go back into the verse again, which I think really just says everything about this song is like how they are just so infatuated with each other.
Damn, girl, I swear you're so gracious. Everything about you, man, is so damn contagious. Ooh, you drive me crazy, but I need you, lady. If it wasn't for you, man, I know I would be slaving. Oh my, oh my, oh my, you know you got it. Good guy, you know that I can't live without you. She said, take my hand, hold me close. Just you and I, you're against the world, so don't let go.
That's fire. Again. Yo, if anybody else has any questions about this song or anything that they've heard, please drop them in the chat and I will answer them. Or if you just like what I'm saying on this breakdown, that works too also. But yeah, man, like again, the hook is like, damn girl, I swear you're so contagious. Damn girl, I swear you're so gracious. Everything about you, man, is so damn contagious. Ooh, you drive me crazy. But I need you, lady. If it wasn't for you, man, I know I would be slaving. Oh my, oh my, oh my, you know you got it. Good guy, you know that I can't live without you. She said, take my hand, hold me close, just you and I against the world, so don't let go. Again, it's like playing on that catchiness of the hook, but also really like understanding that can I live without you now? And we're getting to that point in the song where it's like she's realizing she doesn't need this. Love this breakdown. It gives us knowledge. The meaning behind the song keeps us going. For sure, bro. I'm doing this every single week. Shout out to Nico for coming up with this idea. So I'm doing a track a week. Actually, next week we'll be doing 3 songs in one next Sunday at 4 p.m. So yeah, we'll be cracking into the news album. But back to Contagious. So like, I think it's really crazy how so much can happen in such a short amount of time, even in life, and it can change everything from people's perspective on how they feel about somebody. Let's get into the third verse. The third verse. People don't do third verses no more.
Who's this nigga all up on your phone? You and me, what the fuck is going on? You say we good, but you got him right by your side. Y'all about to go meet up later. Pause think, then you decide.
Yeah, so again, it's like throughout this song, you're thinking like things are good. You're noticing a change. You're noticing a switch in the way that they talk to each other, in the way that they communicate with each other, right? And you realize like now she's gonna go hang out with somebody else, and you're like, what the fuck you mean you about to go do that, right? I mean, respectfully, like who in their right mind would want their boyfriend, girlfriend to go hang with somebody else they're interested in? Unless that's like, your relationship, how it's defined. Nobody wants that. All right, let's keep it moving.
They tell me that it's time to handle business. Saying all the cycles how you miss.
You know what? Let's back this up just a little bit. I want y'all to hear this. Like, I really want y'all to I'm gonna let this run for a little bit to hear this part.
Good, but you got him right by your side. Y'all about to go meet up later. Pause think, then you decide. They tell me that it's time to handle business. Saying all the cycles how you miss them. Now you out here acting so pretentious. claiming that her son is now business.
Yeah, so as we get here to this last verse, right? Arguments are ensuing, everything is just coming, to the climax, right? Within this toxic relationship where it's like she's no longer good for him anymore. She's no longer contagious. Like she's no longer infatuated with this guy, and it's crazy because she says to him, "Hey, look, I'm pregnant. I'm this, I'm that, and that's the only thing you need to be worried about." But with this other guy in the equation, right? Does he even know if it's his? If it's not, right? Some soap opera shit, right? It's like, what are we really doing here? Like, what is the real answer here? And only she knows, or maybe she doesn't. So let's get back to it.
I need a black, pick up the phone. Tell you out here, acting so pretentious. Claiming that her son is now business. I need a black, pick up the phone. Tell EB like, hey, bruh, got some shit that's going on. I'ma join the court. Fuck the game.
All right, so it's crazy because this part right here where saying your son's is your only business that you need to worry about. None of my business you need to worry about, she says to him. And I remember like I used to record this guy every day, man. And I remember I went over to his place. And this is where like I felt like it was the perfect time for people who didn't know to like divulge to them that this story was not about me. It was actually about somebody else. Two other people I knew. One I still know, one I don't, right? And tell their story. And I'm glad, he gave me the blessing to tell his story because I think it's a situation a lot of people have been in, and can resonate with. And, he says, I need a black, pick up the phone, tell EB, which is me. So if you listen closely, I say, I get a black, pick up the phone, tell EB like, hey, bro, what's going on? That's me saying, yo, what's going on? And he says, I'm going to join the Corps, meaning the Marine Corps, fuck the game. Meaning, fuck making music, raise a family, got a boy coming here in some months. Gabriel, that's his name of my son. They decided that's what they were going to name their kid together while she's still out here doing whatever. So let's back it up a little bit and get back to that part.
Now you out here acting so pretentious. Claiming that her son is now business. I need a black, pick up the phone, tell EB like, hey, bruh, got some shit that's going on. I'ma join the court, fuck the game, raise a family, got a boy, come in here some months. Gabriel, that's the name of my son, like.
Yeah. So, the crazy part about this is like, it comes to an end. You realize it's not about me. He's talking about he's going to join the Marine Corps, go do all these things to get prepared for his family. And it's sort of amazing how like everything went from being great to being terrible. And like I said before in the beginning of this breakdown, right, it's about a point in time where you think, these two people are just infatuated with each other. They're contagious. Like they both feel like they can't live without each other, which is why I wanted to do the cover art, which is the thumbnail of this song. It's like, it's a heart that's not healthy. Like, could I made better cover art? Absolutely. The cover art, I mean, I wanted it to represent something that works so well and keeps all of us alive, but also show something that can be ugly and heartbreaking and can just hurt the most. And like that's why the cover art for the single Contagious is a heart. Is a toxic heart, like a not healthy heart, because this relationship is not healthy. It's not good. And there's a lot of other people in the world who are dealing with these type of things right now. So, and the beauty of it is like I thought to myself, I said, okay, let's put this out as a single so people can like vibe to it. They can understand the story behind it. But also on the album, The News, I added a little more at the end to give more context of this story. So when we get to that, extended version of Contagious within the News album, which will be in the upcoming weeks, we are really talking about how things have changed, how though the layers of this story are even deeper than they may seem on the surface right now. So if you like this video, if you like this breakdown, I super appreciate you, for tuning in. Everybody who's liked it, everybody who was here dropping comments, in the chat. Leave a comment at the bottom of this video, please. Hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. We're gonna do 3 songs next week off of my debut album, The News. We're gonna do the intro track. We're gonna do Killers, and we're gonna do Good News. I'm gonna be bringing on my first guest, hopefully, my guy Anthony Arlene, who's a part of that song, Good News. But that is a wrap on Contagious. Unless you guys got any questions about it, then that's it. And if you didn't catch the whole song, you can run it back to the beginning, listen to the whole breakdown again. We're going to keep working on the quality, getting it better, making sure everything's nice and dialed in for you guys. So I appreciate your patience with me. This is new to me. YouTube Live is new to me. So we're going to get the audio quality better. We're going to make sure the music sounds better. We're going to get nice like overlays and all that stuff. So just give me a minute. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Appreciate you, my man Juan. You are a real one, bro. You've been with me for a minute. Super appreciate you. Appreciate everybody who's tuned in. And please like, subscribe, share if you like it. If you want more, if you have more ideas on how I can make this better, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll holler.